Welcome to Everyday Woman. Living in control doesn't mean that you can't ask for help. So we have Emily Chase Smith. We're asking you for help on how we can ask for help of professionals to help us get our finances in order. So where can we look for are the professionals to help us out?
Well, the best place to find a professional is from another professional that's already using that professional. So a referral is always your best source. So Trusted Friends is a great place to start.
And how do you know that they're still credible if you can't get a referral?
Good question. You always want to interview them. And one of the things, it kind of depends on the professional. So some financial services professionals, if you're looking to invest, you have to be careful if you're talking to somebody who is an educator and a professional or somebody who's a salesperson. And a lot of times salespeople look like professionals because they're very professional acting, they're very knowledgeable, but the bottom line is what they are is really a sales professional and they're there to sell a product.
So what are the red flags to know, you know what, this person's just trying to sell me something?
When they try to sell you something.
Well, I mean, are they trying to sell you plans or programs or, let's say, I'm going to be saving for my son's 529 plan. I mean, do I go shop that around, or if someone's, selling those, do I take them seriously?
Well, you always want to compare. So you don't want to just go to one person and then that's your person and you've never talked to anybody else about this. Because a good way to pass the smell test is to see what everybody else is telling you and kind of compare. And sometimes I don't mean to disparage, like you should never go with somebody that's selling something, because sometimes you need to buy those products. But you just want to be sure you're buying what you need as opposed to what's a highest commission product for them or something that's going to fulfill a requirement for them for that month.
What are some of the questions we should be asking?
Well, I always want to know what everybody's background is. I want to know some of their other clients and if they're willing to let me talk to them. And then I always want to know, what are the downsides? So don't just tell me the roses. What's the downside? There's a downside to everything. And if they're not willing to be honest with me about the downside, then my defenses go up.
And I mean, so when you talk about their background, I mean, can you not trust someone who maybe didn't go to an Ivy League?
No, you might trust them more.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you want somebody who's really educated, not somebody who went and passed a test and is now selling. You want somebody who's in the industry, whatever industry you're talking about, who's continuing to educate themselves on new things, because things change all the time. Tax laws change all the time. Products that are offered change all the time. So you want somebody who's constantly updating their skills.
Okay. And I always see, I get those mailers for the local community colleges with the, the classes. Is that a good way to get more information?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, you have to be careful because, again, there's something in it for the professors. A lot of times they're professionals and that's a way that they interact with the community, and that's great. But if that's not the only person you're talking to, then that's perfect.
And, sometimes do you always have to pay someone? Can you go to other friends and colleagues? I mean, can you ask for help from people that you know?
Absolutely, and people that you respect. So sometimes we immediately go to our parents or we go to a friend, but make sure that the area that you're asking for advice in is the area that you respect what they're doing and that your values line up.
And, is it always one of those things, if you're younger, you should go to an older person? I mean, can you go to someone your same age? How does that work?
Sure. If you feel like they have skills in that area or they've done something that you want to do and you look at them and think, I really admire what they've done, I want to know what you've done. Can you tell me? And who helped you do it? What professionals helped you?
So if Mark Zuckerberg wants to help me out in my finances,
Absolutely.
It's okay that he's younger.
Yeah, friend him. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and we'll get more information, more tips from you. Tell us your website.
EmilyChaseSmith.com.
All right. Well, there you go. And you can also visit us at everydaywoman.com. We'll be back with more.